Hello, everyone. This is Warhawk Beyond 2040, bringing to you another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. And today I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on why I feel Dominik Mysterio is currently the best heel in WWE. So we're coming up to almost a year now, next month in September, that Dominik Mysterio shocked the entire world at WWE Clash at the Castle 2022 when he low blowed Edge and viciously clotheslined his father, Rey Mysterio, thus turning heel and joining the Judgment Day faction, which is currently comprised of Dominik Mysterio, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and his mummy, Rhea Ripley. And not since the 1990s, of when Shawn Michaels was the ultimate bad boy in the company, or even in the days of the Attitude Era when Vince McMahon was the man you love to hate, or even when Triple H used to come out during the Ruthless Aggression era. I have never seen a wrestler who has more heat on a nuclear level quite like Dominik Mysterio. When he comes out to a massive sea of boos. When he gets on the mic, he doesn't even open his mouth yet, and the fans are already booing him out of the building. It's just absolutely insane. And I feel that with any wrestler, if you want to turn heel and you get that kind of reaction, then you're doing something right. You're doing a fantastic job. And Dominik Mysterio is doing an amazing job, much better than I expected, really, because when he turned heel, I thought to myself, I don't know about this really, because, Dominik Mysterio, since he started tagging with his dad, he was always portrayed as the goody two shoes, the guy who could do no wrong. Rey Mysterio's lovely and good son. He's really embraced his dark side, and it's just been an absolute blast to watch. He's grown his hair out, he's got a little goatee and beard, and sometimes I have to look twice. It's almost like I'm watching Eddie Guerrero. It's really spooky. And, Eddie Guerrero was a fine example of when he was a good guy, everybody loved him. But when he was bad, you wanted to see Eddie get punched in the mouth because he was so damn good. He was so hated. And I see Dominic in that sort of position. Now, bear in mind, no disrespect to Dominic, Eddie Guerrero was one of the best wrestlers in the world. He could do it all. Dominic, on the other hand, he's still learning. It will take time. And I watched an interview with Seth Rollins with Logan Paul just a few days ago, and Seth Rollins said that Dominic Mysterio is the greatest heel in WWE history. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not saying Dominic Mysterio isn't a great heel. He is. I say he's the best heel in the company right now. But to actually go out and say he's the best heel in WWE history is quite a big statement. Obviously, Seth Rollins knows what he's talking about. He's been doing this for quite a while now, so he knows when he sees something good. But I think it will take time for Dominic to reach that point. It depends on how long they want to keep his heel run going, really, because with him part of the Judgment Day faction and him rolling with Rhea Ripley as, kind of like the new China and Eddie Guerrero, although completely different, of course. Rhea Ripley is his mammy and he's kind of like the new Latino Heat. It's interesting to see where this will go, but I think he's got all of the skills and all of the tools to be a top heel in WWE. He's already won the North American NXT title, so he's got something to shove down the throats of the fans. So I think he's off to a good start already. He's put in some amazing work so far, and we're coming up to nearly a year now. So obviously WWE see a lot of potential to have Dominic Mysterio as a real monster heel. So we'll have to see, really. But I think with Dominic, why I think he's the best heel is he knows how to get under the fan's skin. He knows how to push the buttons. He's absorbing knowledge like a sponge. And I think he'll continue to keep getting better as we move along here. And obviously, he's in the Judgment Day faction. And I think they're really on a roll at the moment. They've got more heat than any other faction I can think of. And a lot of that is down to Dominik Mysterio. He's really channeling in that heat and hatred from the fans. And as I said, it's on a nuclear level, near to radioactive. Dominic is super hated right now. And as I said, if he's getting a reaction like that, he's doing a good job. And Vicky Guerrero is another example. When she was the SmackDown general manager back in 2007 to 2008, I'm going to say, she was hated. And with her shouting out, "Excuse me," that just pissed off the fans even more. I think Dominic needs something like that, a catchphrase, to really piss off the fans. I mean, just the fact that he doesn't open his mouth, that's good, but he needs something to really put him on a higher level. But I think with, you know, obviously we've got a lot of heels in the company, but I don't think they've got as much heat as him. But so far, he's doing a good job. I'm interested to see where he goes. Still needs to improve in the ring, I think. I think he's still a little bit wet behind the ears. Not saying that he's a bad wrestler. He's still a good wrestler, but I don't think he's a fantastic wrestler yet. But I think in time he'll improve. But that's just my thoughts and opinions, really. But as far as who is the best heel in WWE, I say Dominik Mysterio, unless somebody can think of anyone who has more heat than him. I'm sticking with my guns. I'm sticking with my opinion. Dominik Mysterio is the best heel in WWE, and as I said, he's kind of like a throwback to the 1990s where wrestlers used to thrive on that sort of reaction. So I think he's doing really good, and with Rhea Ripley by his side, very very entertaining pairing. And as a member of the Judgment Day faction, yeah, they're on a real high at the moment, and a lot of it is because of him. And I wouldn't want to see him turning face anytime soon. I'd like to see Dominic stay heel for at least 2 more years before they decide to pull the trigger and have him turn face. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What do you think of Dominik Mysterio as a heel? Do you think he is the best one in WWE at the moment? How long do you think they should keep him as a heel? Do you think they should keep him for 2 more years? And where do you see his heel turn going next from here? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.